Believe it or not, the size of the dashes in our line types is also affected by our scale factor. So if we want our hidden lines, center lines, and phantom lines to look the same on all of our printed drawings, we need to know how to properly set our LT scale. Let's talk about LT scale. I'm going to come up and click my Open button. And we're going to look inside the Chapter 15 folder located inside the Exercise Files directory. And I'm going to come down and select drawing number 10, properly setting your LT scale. I'll highlight that drawing and click Open. Now this is a drawing of a parking lot. I've created this layout such that I can plot this drawing and fax it to my client for their review. I'm using this drawing to talk about LT scale because it contains a dashed style line type. Notice how my line type looks on the layout. Looks okay, looks like a center line. Watch this, I'm going to go to Model Space. Let's click on the Model tab, zoom in on the same line type here. Notice it appears to be microscopic. You may wonder, why is it our line types look great on the Layout tab, but look completely different in Model Space? In reality, the line type is the same size in both places. You see what the difference is? On the Layout tab, our geometry is represented much smaller, so the line type appears a lot bigger. So knowing that, okay, fine, when we plot our Layout tabs, the line type's going to look great. What if I want to create a quick plot for Model Space? If I go to Model Space, if I want to create a quick plot of this geometry, how can I get my line types to look right? We can do that by adjusting our LT scale. Now, LT scale is a system variable in Autocad that controls the scale of our line types. Now, you would think since it's a system variable, we could adjust it through our Options dialog box. Unfortunately, we can't. The only way to adjust your LT scale is at the command line, so we have to type it. Let's come down to the command line. And I'll click to set my cursor, and I'm going to type LT scale. When I hit enter, notice that it defaults to 1. If I'm going to print a quick plot from Model Space, I need to set my LT scale so that it matches the scale factor of my plot. If I want to plot this at 1 inch equals 30, my scale factor would be 30, so we will set our LT scale to 30. Let me type in 30 and hit enter, and notice the LT scale looks fine. Once again, let me return to my Layout tab, and once again, the line type looks screwed up. Here's the rule of thumb. When you're plotting from Model Space, your LT scale should equal the scale factor of your plot. When you're plotting from a layout, your LT scale should be set to 1. Let me set that back. Now, since we have to type this, there is a shortcut. We don't have to type the full system variable. We can just type LTS. That's a shortcut for LT scale. I'll type in LTS and hit enter. And we'll set this guy back to 1 and hit enter. Knowing how to properly set your LT scale will guarantee that your line types are predictably sized no matter how you plot, whether you're making a quick plot from Model Space or using a layout.